Afternoon, everybody. My name is Robin Young, and I'm the publisher of Orthopedics This Week. And here are the top 10 stories in orthopedics. This is post AAOS. I'll be writing a whole lot more in the next week or two about everything that happened at the Academy this year. But starting at number 10 is, of course, our power rankings. We survey 26 of the largest orthopedic and spine suppliers each week, and that represents 80% of all the suppliers in the industry, and we rank the top 10. So be sure to check our Power Ranking podcast or go to our website and read it yourself. Our number 9 story this week is the FDA has cleared a fully convertible stemmed total shoulder arthroplasty system. It's the first arthroplasty system for the shoulder that features an ellipsoid humeral head. Normally, humeral heads have a more spherical design. The manufacturer believes that a more ellipsoid humeral head provides more accurate restoration of the natural joint kinematics in the shoulder. Be sure to check it out at ryortho.com. Our number 8 story this week is news that Ray Sheely, who's the founder and CEO of Margot Capital, and Grant Foster, formerly Senior Vice President of Operations and General Manager of the Atletico Physical Therapy Organization. They have both joined Columbus, Ohio-based Include Health. This is the company that's trying to update and improve the operating system for musculoskeletal care in the United States. And Sheely will become the Chief Operating Officer for Include Health, and Coster will be joining the Board of Directors. You can read more details at ryortho.com. Number 7 is news that Pennsylvania-based Sentinel Spine has reached a very important milestone. The company reported a couple weeks ago that its ProDisc line of cervical motion-preserving spinal implants have been used in 500 procedures. That's not bad, considering Sentinel hit the 250 procedure mark just 2 months ago. So they are accelerating their sales of their ProDisc cervical line. Number 6 is an interesting new study out of both Japan's Nagoya University and Harvard University. The two research groups combined to check out a very interesting protein. It's called the alpha-klotho expression protein. It's thought to be a key determinant of knee cartilage health, and it theoretically determines the ability of the knee to heal itself from arthritic damage. It's really an interesting study, and most importantly, it adds more evidence to the hypothesis that someday we'll be able to fix arthritic joints without having to resort to knee arthroplasty. So definitely check this one out. Again, these are two top research groups, one in Japan at Nagoya and one in Harvard University in Boston. Coming in at number 5, this is a $43.5 million judgment that came against a Pittsburgh-based sports medicine doctor and a Philadelphia-based doctors group who had treated, obviously not successfully, the former team captain of the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, since it affected his career and so forth, it was a fairly hefty judgment. Again, $43.5 million, and the two parties shared liability on the outcome. More details at ryortho.com. Coming in at number 4 is news out of Texas. The U.S. District Court in Texas pushed the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to temporarily suspend key provisions of the No Surprises Act. The No Surprises Act is meant to protect patients from being hit with much higher medical bills than they had expected, hence the name No Surprises Act. The plaintiffs, the Texas Medical Association, were not happy with the conflict resolution process, meaning if they disagreed with the commission's decision, they had to pay a fee to arbitrate that. Well, they weren't happy with having to pay those fees, especially since the fees recently increased pretty significantly. So, of course, we have the details at ryortho.com. And number 3 this week is news that, again, another news from Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They have updated their Stark laws. Those of you who don't know what that is, those are laws that are meant to prevent doctors from self-referring. That is, they got, Anyway, self-referral rules. We have the details, and of course, since it affects most of our readers, after you read the changes, we'd actually like to know what you think. Please let us know that. We have a comment section beneath every single article on ryortho.com. Number two story is a very interesting new spinal implants made 100% from peak polymer. And as you can see from the picture, that is not like any other intervertebral body implant that you've probably seen. It's very unique. It comes out of a Huntsville-based company called Curativa, and it's a porous cervical interbody fusion system. It could be a paradigm shift in how these kind of implants are manufactured. It incorporates a whole lot of interesting new technology, really well worth checking out. And our number one story this week is really a question. Who is caring for the nurses? Nurses make up 50% of the US health workforce, and just in the last 2 years, 100,000 of them have permanently left healthcare. That's the largest decline in more than 4 decades. These are certainly unsettling statistics, but even at the most basic level, what this means is delayed surgeries and truly a threat to patient outcomes. Not a good situation at all. Be sure to take the time and read this very important article. And of course, everything else we have on ryortho.com. And with that, I wish everybody a very good week, and I'll see you again next week with some more top stories. Thank you.